the pond is finished. Today is the end of day, well, a little after lunchtime on day 9, but we didn't work down here all day today or yesterday, so I guess you'd say it took about 8 full days to build this. Getting it graded out now, it's almost done. Little cove right there graded out. I got the dam, put some topsoil on it, but it was pretty wet, so it's still a little bit clumpy. I'm gonna let it dry and go over it again. But I got the slopes all tracked in, front and back. I'll let this dry and then run over with the skid steer and really make that look a lot better. Front's all tracked in. We put the overflow in this morning, but it's shaping up nice. It's about not quite an acre, a little over 3/4, but not quite an acre. Yeah, let this topsoil dry out just a little bit more, and I had it looking nice, but I wanted to put a little bit of topsoil down so something would grow. It sure would look better without it, but it don't do no good if it washes. So there's an overflow, just a little simple 12-inch riser, and then it comes out down here, backside the dam back into the creek channel, and spillways over here. It's just easier and more cost efficient to put in a smaller overflow versus a massive one, because you can always do a spillway. I mean, no more water than comes down through here. This will be adequate. I got about a 20-foot wide spillway. It dumps out into the woods, so if we ever get a hurricane or something, it'll just flow around. Got the borrow pit all filled in. This is where the borrow pit was, right in there where he's dragging, and all back this way. Buried my stumps out there. Looking good, ready for some rain. Hopefully let's finish and then it'll rain. That way I'm finished grading everything while it's nice and dry. It's the driest I've ever seen this job. So I went and stacked up a little bit of brush this morning. Got some of it out of the way. We're gonna actually start hauling bad dirt from the parking area down here, and we needed a spot to get back behind the pile where the borrow pit is to dump. But I think I'm gonna have a pretty good fire whenever I light this on fire. You got to keep in mind that this is sitting in about a 16-foot deep borrow pit too, so everything that's out of the ground is about how much is or more is in the ground. Plus I still got all this that I got to burn or get stacked up too. So this ought to be a pretty good little fire. See, it's all down in the borrow pit. That way when it burns down, all the ashes will be in the hole. He's scraping some of the mud off. Look at the dozer compared to this brush pile. That's going to be quite the fire. So I don't fall down here in it. That wouldn't be good, would it? All my stumps and everything. You can tell I still got right much more to put up on here. That'd be a good fire. But we're going to go back here and dump all our bad dirt out. Here's all my other bad dirt stockpile that we'll use to finish covering this hole up with. So we're going to go and start cutting some bad dirt out and loading it on the truck and bringing it down here this morning. So I'm working on now cutting the bad dirt out from the parking lot. There's a burn pile and everything way down there, and we got about a 3/4 acre parking area right here. All this is going to be covered in gravel, but it's all muddy and everything, so I got to cut about a foot of this topsoil and wet junk out and everything, and then we'll get it graded out. We're going to put fabric down and roll some stone out, compact the stone on it. Boss man's hauling stone in here, building the road down here to us, putting fabric under everything, so he backs up and then spreads a load of stone out. So we're getting all our bad dirt windrowed up into a pile. I'm loading and hauling, he's pushing, and got some more road cut in. We cut our ditch in over here. Way the water can run down the road. Got a ditch cut in, still got to finish grading that out down there and into the big ditch down here. I got this ready, needs to be drugged just a touch bit more to skid steered and some fabric. And we'll start putting stone down. He's piling all the bad topsoil up. We got to cut all that off and get it down to a decent clay so that a good solid base.
No questions, too big, question small.
That way it doesn't get muddy and pumpy, but you can tell it's getting pretty smooth. Stone down here. And I'm hauling this back here and putting it beside the burn pile we did. So after I do burn it, I'll have something to finish filling the hole back in and kind of dress it up. Like I say, that's a big pile there, but it's sitting in a Duragone hole about 14 foot deep, 14 or 16 foot deep. So it won't have, once that burns down, it'll still probably be about 8 foot of hole. And I'll use all this dirt to fill in. It's about the first time I've ever seen this much dust out here, and it is a blessing. I can get so much more work done out here. Keep hauling some dirt out of here before it rains. Always beating the rain, or chasing the rain, whatever the hell you want to call it.